The sleepy border region of Kursk, Russia, became a battleground. On August 6th, Ukrainian forces launched a surprise incursion. They swept across the border, catching Russian defenders off guard. This was a significant escalation. Ukrainian troops secured a substantial foothold within Russian territory. They seized control of several settlements. The speed and scale of the offensive shocked the world. The incursion marked a turning point in the conflict. It demonstrated the growing capabilities of the Ukrainian military. It also exposed the vulnerabilities of Russia's defenses. The Kremlin downplayed the attack. But the reality on the ground told a different story. Ukraine was on the offensive, and they were taking the fight deep into Russian territory. As Ukrainian forces advanced, a new danger emerged. Russia accused Ukraine of a reckless act. They claimed Ukrainian drones targeted the Kursk Nuclear Power Plant. This plant, located in the heart of the contested region, became a focal point of international concern. Russia called for an immediate investigation by the International Atomic Energy Agency, or IAEA. The alleged attack sent shockwaves through the international community. The spectre of a nuclear disaster loomed large. The Chernobyl disaster of 1986 served as a stark reminder of the potential consequences. The IAEA, the world's nuclear watchdog, took notice. They dispatched a team of experts to assess the situation. The stakes were incredibly high.
The situation at the Kursk Nuclear Power Plant is of utmost concern. Our team is on the ground, conducting a thorough investigation to ensure the safety and security of the facility.
Russian officials reacted with predictable fury. They condemned the alleged attack as an act of nuclear terrorism. The Kremlin accused Ukraine of deliberately targeting civilian infrastructure. They claimed the attack was an attempt to provoke a wider conflict. Russian state media amplified these accusations, broadcasting images of purported damage to the power plant. International reaction was more cautious. Many Western governments expressed concern but stopped short of assigning blame. They called for a thorough and impartial investigation by the IAEA. The incident highlighted the dangerous escalation of the conflict. It also underscored the risks of waging war in close proximity to nuclear facilities.
This reckless act by Ukraine is nothing short of nuclear terrorism. It is a deliberate attempt to provoke a wider conflict and endanger countless lives. We demand a full investigation by the IAEA to uncover the truth.
The Kursk incursion unfolded against the backdrop of a brutal and protracted war. Russia's invasion of Ukraine in February 2022 had plunged the region into chaos. The conflict had already claimed hundreds of thousands of lives and displaced millions more. The fighting had devastated Ukraine's infrastructure and economy.
Despite facing a numerically superior enemy, Ukraine had mounted a fierce resistance. Backed by Western military aid, Ukrainian forces had managed to slow Russia's advance. They had even inflicted heavy losses on the invading army.
The Kursk incursion marked a new phase in the conflict. It signaled a shift in the balance of power and raised the alarming possibility of a wider war. The alleged attack on the Kursk NPP highlighted a chilling reality. Nuclear power plants, once symbols of progress and modernity, had become potential targets in the conflict.
The IAEA, led by Director General Rafael Grossi, expressed grave concern. They warned of the catastrophic consequences of a nuclear accident. Grossi stressed the importance of upholding international norms and called on all parties to respect the sanctity of nuclear facilities. He emphasized that military activities near such sites posed an unacceptable risk. He urged both sides to exercise restraint and to de-escalate the conflict.
The world held its breath, hoping for a peaceful resolution. The fighting in Kursk had a profound impact on the local population. Thousands of residents fled their homes, seeking safety from the crossfire. The once peaceful region was now a war zone. The sounds of artillery fire and the sight of military vehicles became commonplace.
The incursion shattered the illusion of normalcy. It brought the realities of war to Russia's doorstep. The Kremlin's propaganda machine struggled to control the narrative. The fear and uncertainty were palpable. The people of Kursk, caught in the crosshairs of a conflict not of their making, could only hope for peace.